guys and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be reviewing Temu. Now I'm sure a lot of you have seen it advertised everywhere, loads of people have been trying it, and I kind of put it on the back burner a little bit and eventually I've caved, and I've got quite a variety of things to show you guys and I'm actually very impressed and slightly surprised. So it's quite the range, so I'm just going to jump straight to it, but as usual everything will be linked down below in the order that I tried on, along with a discount code for you guys. If you'd like to check anything out, please do. I'm going to start with the item that's responsible for my hair. Now this is a heatless curling system. Now I saw quite a lot of girls trying this during COVID and I kind of just didn't believe it. And I eventually thought, you know what, I'm gonna just try it. And so I got it in red, and it's like this satin silk kind of like tube, and it's got bends in it in these sorts of places. And then 2 hairbands come with it, and you kind of put it on the crown of your head, wrap your hair around it, and then tie hairbands at the base of it. And then you just go to sleep. And I couldn't believe it that this morning my hair was still completely wrapped around it, and I have pretty wild and a lot of hair. And look at these curls. Like, they're so tamed, and I haven't just taken this out or anything like that. I took these out about 8 hours ago, and this is what they look like. It's pretty impressive. So if you have textured hair like me, this works incredibly well, and there's plenty of examples of girls with other types of hair types, and boys for that matter, who rock it as well. So give this a try. They're really, really affordable, and actually you can sleep with them. Now I'm a really light sleeper and it didn't affect me too much. Like, I knew it was there, but you get used to it. So absolutely recommend this 1,000 times. I am so impressed. Like, if you don't have time in the mornings to heat roll your hair or curl it or straighten it, this is a way you can kind of do your hair the night before and then have a really quick morning routine. So it's great if you're getting up early or have somewhere to be. Look at it. I'm extremely obsessed with my hair right now. So the next thing I'll show you is the thing responsible for my nails, because I did do a little test run on a few things just to make sure I know what I'm promoting to you guys. Now, I do my own nails ever since COVID happened, so these are my natural nails, but I got this lovely nude colour, and it's the most perfect nude. Now these are gels, so you do need a UV lamp to cure them, but it's always such a battle trying to find the right shade of nude. And you want it to be a little bit milky, you don't want it to be too matte or too chalky, and I've gone through like 10 different bottles off of Amazon, trying, you know, all the different shades of nude, and eventually I got one of Temu, and it is bang on. Like, look at that shade. So if you're looking for the perfect French manicure shade and you do gels, really, really recommend this. So, and it comes in the prettiest bottle ever. Look at this. It's just this emerald green bottle, and then if I open it, you can see, oh, that's not my camera. You can see like the pink of it there. It's really lovely. It's the perfect kind of milky nude, and a decent bottle as well. And yeah, the prices were great. Miraculously, Temu had a model Ammonite. So for those who aren't aware, you can probably tell by the Jurassic Park top, I have a thing for dinosaurs and fossils, and I'm actually a paleontologist, geologist doing a PhD. So to find a model like this for educational purposes, because I do have another channel called MGems where I use like models all the time, is incredible. They literally have models of prehistoric creatures, and these are perfect. So if you're teaching in a classroom and you're teaching about paleontology or how fossils form or about prehistoric life, you can actually get models off of Temu, and these, I think this one was £4, which is amazing. And how funky is that? I think it's such a sweet one. And it's nice to have variety, because I do have an Ammonite model that I use for education. It's so nice to have multiple models of Ammonites, because they varied so much as a group of creatures that it's nice to be able to show that, not all of them look the same. And then you can go into a bit more explanation about why that is and how their rapid evolution actually really aids the world of geology and science, because we can use the different species of Ammonites to actually allocate ages to the rocks that we find them in. So having a few variations of the model helps to explain that, you know, to the general public or to children, because they'll start to realise, it's not just the same model for every Ammonite fossil you find. Different Ammonite fossils would have looked very different from one another. So this is a really cool piece to find, and I'm so excited for it, and it's wonderful. And so they do have other ones as well. So if you're in the world of teaching or education, don't rule Temu out, because they actually have some pretty jazzy things. Sticking with the kind of prehistoric life, but not quite, I did get some hair clips that are shaped like starfish. Now, I've been looking for silver and pearl hair clips for ages, but I want them to have my own twist to them, and this was perfect. So it's just a gorgeous starfish claw clip and rather strong actually. So as you can tell, there's a lot of hair going on here, and this starfish one can hold it beautifully. Like that has some strength to it. Now I did get this one as well, and I will be honest, this one doesn't feel as strong. You can kind of hear it. It like makes a different, it's like a bit weaker. It's almost like a plastic metal. Sorry if that's really weird, or maybe it's ASMR for you, but yeah, they're lovely, and I'm hoping this one will survive because I absolutely love the design of it. But this one was so cheap, I think under £1 sort of cheap. But they're yeah, just really sweet hair clips. I'll show you guys how they look. So you can see they just kind of clamp their hair quite nicely. I wouldn't wear them like this, obviously. I'd do like a half up, half down, but I just thought my hair looks too pretty to risk putting it half up, half down, and I absolutely love those clips. Haha, I did actually lie. There is one more kind of fossily, shelly themed thing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So this is a little poster I got, and actually on like a fabric. So it's like a tapestry. Now I got this for my bathroom, but can we just appreciate? So it just has loads of shells and corals on it, and it even has like octopuses at the top and cuttlefish. Oh, this is beautiful. I wish this was like one size bigger, but the quality of their posters, I am impressed. I thought this was going to be paper because it was like a, I think it was £1.30 or like £3.30. It was something very, very small. So I'm going to get a nice frame for it. But how beautiful is that? Look at all the creatures on it. I'm really impressed that it's like a fabric. You could do a lot with this sort of fabric actually. No, very impressed with that, and just how fun is that? And they do all different kind of themes, so if shells aren't your thing or octopuses, don't fret, like just take a look at their posters because they do everything. So probably have something for you as well. Of course, I would find a monstera leaf kitchen utensil. Now, how spectacular is this? Like, it actually looks like it's going to be really practical. Like, it's just a perfect kind of spoony ladle, but it just is so novelty and so quirky. I'm absolutely obsessed with kind of things like this, and I already have a dinosaur ladle in my kitchen, so I feel like it's only fitting that I just slowly replace all my boring normal utensils with weird novelty ones that are all the rainbow colours. I just think it's amazing. So if you're into novelty things, you'll lose yourself on Temu because they have just so many funky, unusual things that you can't even think of them until you see them, and then you just have to have them. Because I mean, look at this. It is beautiful and so like practical. But I've never seen anyone have a monstera leaf spoon in their kitchen, and I'm just in love with it. Okay, I promise I did get some normal things. Yeah, just kidding. So I found this Groot plant pot. Well, you can use it for anything like pencils, toothbrushes, but I'm going to put a plant in him. So I need to figure out which sort of house plant would suit a little Groot pot. I feel like it needs to be like almost like a stemmed plant pot, or maybe a really leafy one. I'm just trying to work out like what plant would Groot grow. So let me know in the comments if you have any ideas. But how beautiful is he? And they have multiple designs of him. So if you're not a fan of this thinking Groot, I think he's called, they have a few other ones where his hands are in different positions and his face is a bit different, but he is beautiful. Like, he's got a really nice face, because sometimes you see some of these like film memorabilia and it looks nothing like the character, and I can't stand it when it doesn't look like the character it's meant to. So love him. Then I did get a geometric stag of some sort. Now, the reason I got this is because in my living room I've kind of got like a black theme, like black metal theme going on, and this one kind of looks like black metal, but it's really nicely made. And I love the antlers because long term I'd love to find a pair of antlers, or just a antler that has been like naturally broken off in a fight between stags, or even a naturally shed moose antler. I think would be my favourite thing to find, and that will go on my wall. But in the meantime, I needed to have something antler resembling, and as soon as I saw this I just thought, you know what, that's quite quirky. I quite like it because I see people who have like the fake taxidermy where it's, you know, like almost like a cuddly toy on the wall, and I'm just like, it's not quite my style. Whereas this one, he looks quite lovely on the wall. So he's only little, but oh, he's not straight, there we go. But he's just really sweet, and so I think he'll just look quite sweet hung up on the wall, you know, above, I don't know, my shelves or something. Just Very sweet, and the antlers come detached, so you have to put them together. Let me see if I can, don't want to hurt him. I'll leave them in for now. But they come detached and they're very easy to just put in, so don't fret about that. Ah, there we go. So they come as loose antlers, just like this, and they just have like a square, and there's a square on his head, and you just line them up, job done. So anyone can build yourself a geometric stag, because who wouldn't want one of these? Just beautiful. I've probably noticed there's a few like plant themed things going on in my hauls recently, and that's because I'm absolutely plant obsessed and I am the crazy plant lady, and I do love to propagate my leaves and other leaves that I find, and if someone has a plant I don't have, I'll propagate their leaf, and it's, you know, a problem, but I love it when I find unusual propagation stations. And look at this one, it's like test tubes, and I just love it. Imagine that on a shelf, just with like the whole ball here full of roots, and you just have all the leaves coming out the top. It's just beautiful. And so if you love plants, or you know someone who loves plants, this is a great Christmas present, because anyone who is plant obsessed will appreciate a test tube themed plant stand. But also I got this, I'll show you it hanging because I've already put it up, this beautiful 15, so it's 3-tiered by 5 test tubes, and each test tube you can fill with water and put like a little plant in. So you can see here I've got a few of my house plants that I'm propagating. These are for friends and family, so once they're strong enough I'll then plant them, and then people can grow their own house plant. So it's a really fun way to kind of propagate plants, and as you can see I have 10 more spaces, so I've got some fun weekends planned, that's for sure. And they are all glass, the test tubes, but they come in these lovely little protected, like each one was individually wrapped, and so you don't have to worry about them arriving broken, and they come in a box and they just look like this. So they're proper glass, and they're just perfect for plant propagation. So I'm so happy with those. Like, I spotted them, couldn't believe that they had the kind of test tube chemistry set themed ones that I absolutely love, and I've been looking for quite a while. And then when they arrived, they're exactly what you expect them to be. You know, like I'm quite shocked for the quality of these items, especially for the price. Pretty impressive. Okay, these next items are if you have a Nintendo Switch. Now I'm a bit of a Mario Kart enthusiast, and they had the steering wheels. So obviously Switch controllers are quite diddy, and so it's nice to have like little wheels to actually use. So they have steering wheels on Temu, which was a nice discovery. And then they also have, when you have extra controllers, it's always hard to kind of find a charging station for them. This clips on to the normal kind of unit, and then you can have 4 extra controllers charging. How amazing is that? So you can see here, it just literally attaches to the side of what you'd already have, and then you have 4 extra controllers that will charge. Amazing. And Temu also has controllers. So you can get yourself extra players if you would like to. So they do have controllers. I've tried and tested them. They do work. So if you're looking to advance your Nintendo Switch or upgrade your setup, Temu has a few pieces that might just do that. So Mario Kart on the Nintendo Switch can go up to 8 players. Yeah, so you might have to get yourself 6 more controllers and maybe 4 more friends and play 8-player Nintendo Switch Mario Kart, because why not? And so I just thought I'd include that, because if you have a Switch, it's good knowledge to have. Okay, I promise we're nearly onto the clothing, but I did also get lampshades. Now I made the mistake here of not measuring the lampshades. So they're kind of on the smaller side. They're lovely, they're like the industrial style metal ones, but a little bit on the, yeah, the petite side. But I'm gonna see what they look like, because they might look all right. They're just, yeah, quite small for lampshades, but very nice. Just don't do an Emma and check the measurements, because chances are if the price is that cheap, they're not the right size. Okay, we're now onto the clothing and accessories, and I did get a handbag. Now this one is a newspaper bag, and I got this one to match my newspaper dress. So you guys probably would have seen it. I'll link it down below if you haven't. I thrifted a newspaper dress a couple of years ago now, and I love wearing it non-stop in the summer. And I saw a newspaper bag, and I just thought, I have to match the newspaper dress with the newspaper bag, because how lovely is this? So it just opens like that, and then it's just like a nice, almost like wallet bag. So you won't get loads in there, but you'll get like all your essentials. It definitely would fit phones, money, keys, and a little bit of makeup, and that's pretty much all you need in like a small clutchy bag. It's kind of my rule number 1 is if I love a bag, I must check it fits my phone and wallet in, otherwise I'm not allowed it, because I do have a few bags that I absolutely love, but I can't fit my phone in, and it's just like the most pointless bag ever, but I love them, and so now that's the rule. But yeah, just thought that was really quirky and a lovely little size, so when I'm out and about and I don't need too much, this is pretty good. And again, really, really cheap. Like, couldn't believe it, kind of cheap. Okay, now it's time for clothing. So I'm going to show it all to you and then I'll try it all on. So I did get a nice jumper. Now this one is a Colorado jumper with a bear on it, and it's ever since I spent so much time in kind of Canada and Alaska, I have a soft spot for bears and mountains, and I know I haven't technically been to Colorado, but I loved the print on this. Like, that image was just gorgeous, and it's actually really thick. So this is completely like fur lined, and it's really lovely. And I think it's like a unisex. This isn't like a female or a male, it's just like a big jumper. So they do them in a range of sizes, and yeah, they're just quite sweet actually. So they do all different types. Now I got this in a size medium, just so you can use me as a guide, but very, very cute. This is how the jumper fits, and it's just such a relaxed fit. Like, it goes beautifully just with leggings, and I just love the print design of it. I'd love it to be embroidered, but I'm hoping the print kind of will last quite a while because it's just gorgeous. Look at the mountains and the bear on it. I love it. I love these sorts of, you know, state jumpers, university jumpers. They just go with everything, and they're quite fun, all the different prints you can get and all the different styles. So yes, I recommend checking them out to see if if you're from the US, maybe you can get your state or one of the states you like to visit, stuff like that. Or just do what I did and go for one that you like the design of, because I just thought, this is so fun. And it is so warm. Like, this is just full fluff, and it's really thick. But again, these just, yeah, go with everything. They're not gendered, anyone can wear them. They're just great. Everyone needs a few of these in their wardrobe. The next piece of clothing I got is a jumper dress. Now, this is kind of in like a nudie oatmeal, and it's lined in black, but I cannot tell you how soft this fabric is. It is like velvet. It is so lovely to wear, and like it's got a lovely feel to it. So if you're someone who loves like just really ultra soft fabrics, this is definitely one for you. Now, it is quite long, but I liked that about it. And then it does have a belt, which is outlined in black. So it's quite stylish, but also very simple. And I think for kind of the colder months, this one is like a really good layering piece because you can have jackets over it, boots with it, tights with it, and just be nice and cozy, but still in a dress, which I think is quite lovely. So I'll throw it on and we can see what it looks like. I am absolutely in love with this piece. Look at this. So the length of it is perfect. You can wear it with kind of brown or black boots, because I think the oatmeal and brown would go really nice together, but then it is outlined in black. So probably a black boot would be better. Now, I have put the belt round me twice, just because I love the way the kind of outline looks, and it really accentuates the waist. But you can put it round once, you can put the bow in the front. So I've just got the bow in the back there. But it's beautiful, and it has this kind of wraparound, but it's not actually got a slit anywhere. So in the really cold months, you don't have to worry about, you know, wearing tights underneath it or all the cold air kind of going up into the dress, because it is actually really warm. And so it is like a high neck one, but it's not like it's like a little bit loose, but it's kind of just sits up there rather than it having like a fold over like a lot of turtlenecks, and then just long sleeve, and it is so, so soft. Like, I know I said it before, but it is like a velvet soft. It is beautiful. So I really recommend this one because you could wear this for work, you can wear this casually, you can lounge in the house in this, because it's just so comfy. I really, really love this one. I think it looks gorgeous. It's so like classic, having like the outline in black. You see a lot of dresses, I think from the 90s, where they're like black dresses but they've got like a white rim, or they're white dresses with a black rim, and they just look amazing, and they're still so fashionable today, and I think that fashion is coming back around, and I just love it. I think those two colours together, it's beautiful. This next dress I got is mainly because I absolutely fell in love with the print on the skirt. So it's just got this like turtleneck top to it, and then the skirt has almost what looks to be, it's just very geological or very like earthy, because it almost looks like tree rings, but it also kind of looks like topography. It also looks like a slice through of like an agate crystal. I just loved it. You know, I thought the rings are just beautiful, and it's got them on the back as well. It's just, there was something really quirky about it, and something that really clicked with me. So I think with the stuff that I sort of study, it just is, it's the perfect pattern ever. Now it is quite a long dress, so I'm gonna see what it looks like on, but I think styled with the right pair of like heels and a nice belt, it can look really nice on. But just how cool is that pattern? I just really liked it. I thought it was quite different. So hopefully it looks nice on. I absolutely love this one. I think the print is so fun on it. And it fits really, really nice. So it's really long. So I don't actually have any sort of winter dresses this long. I have summer dresses, but this is kind of a unique piece for me. But I think with like black heeled boots, it's really cute. Like I definitely think I'll get some wear out of this. Now, without a belt, it does fit absolutely fine. Like you can see, it doesn't, it's not baggy anywhere on me. Only thing I would say is the connection between the two fabric types sits a little high on me. So I think this might be better for someone either a little bit shorter than me or maybe slightly smaller busted, because I'm like pulling it up a little bit. So the waist is a bit above where I'd want it to be. However, with one belt like this, I can drop that waist to where I want it to be. So I can just like adjust the illusion of it and just pull it down a little bit because the elasticated belt kind of holds it in place. And voila, now it's actually at my waist and is exactly how I want it to look. So I love it. And if after a while I find the length of it too long, because you can kind of see it's like middle of my shins, and I'm 5'5" for reference, but I will put all my measurements down below and the sizes that I'm wearing. I can always like shorten it to kind of knee length if I think I'd wear it more. But I just loved the rings on it. I just thought, how fun is that? I love it. It's just a really fun dress and great for kind of the colder months because it's just got a built-in turtleneck, which is very versatile. The last dress I got is quite similar to the one you just saw, but a very different cut. So this one is like a work dress, but it's a bodycon style. Only thing I would say, it looks quite wide around the waist for my liking or for my physique, but I don't think that's an issue because I can just put a belt with it. But I absolutely love the black and white shirt effect at the top. I love black and white together. It's just so classy, so classic. You can wear it for anything and everything, and you always look appropriate, so it's just great. But I just thought that I love that sort of cut of dress, and I thought having almost like a shirty style at the top could be quite lovely, and it's got like this little detailing up here. So let's put it on and see what we're dealing with. So this one has exceeded all my expectations. Even without the belt, the waist isn't that bad. So from the front, you would never know. All I'd say is it's a little bit bucket back at the back, but it's not overly obvious. Like being black, it's a very forgiving colour. But the actual dress and the length of it and the style of it, like if you're looking for some really nice work pieces but you're on a budget, this is perfect. Like this will work for any office wear because it's black and white, it's the right length, you know, your arms are covered as well, your chest is covered, it fits all the rules, but it also looks amazing. So I really recommend this one. And you can jazz it up with a white or a black belt if you're like me and want to just accentuate your waist a bit more. So I think a white one looks quite nice, but even a black one would just look invisible on it. And it just fixes any sort of bagginess at the back there above my bum is now completely gone. And it almost just looks like a lovely pencil skirt with a shirt tucked in. So you can kind of play around with it and put different belts with it if you would like to. But to be honest, the dress itself didn't need a belt. I could have definitely got away with it as it is. And it's so easy to wear. Like I can use my arms. So even though it's long, like it's elbow length, it's got stretch. So I'm not restricted at all, and a lot of the time with like work shirts or work dresses, you kind of can use your arms to here and here, and that's about it. Whereas this is actually very wearable and incredibly cute. Look at that neckline. Like, it's beautiful. I love it when pieces surprise me, and this one has completely surprised me. I really, really love this. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the random things I got from Temu. I had a lot of fun shopping there, and there are 2 more things that I was like, oh, would you like to see them? But potentially you're looking for doormats because they actually do very cheap doormats, and I can confirm they're quite nice. So this one's more of like a carpety doormat. So if you want it to be more like discreet, oh, couldn't talk then, discreet and almost invisible on your carpet, this one's a good option. Or if you prefer the ones that kind of really hold their ground, where they have like that rimmed rubber boundary, This one's lovely, and it's got like this one's a lot rougher, so you actually will clean your shoes with this one. Whereas I'd say that carpet one it's a bit softer, so it's still practical because it's not your carpet, but it's more of a softer mat. Whereas this one's more of like a let's clean our shoes mat. So just in case any of you are wondering where to get a cheap doormat from, you're welcome. But I hope you enjoyed seeing all the bits and bobs I got and have some fun. Like, I kind of didn't give Temu a chance until now, and I'm so glad I did because they just have the most random things, but they're actually really cool, like, and they're really practical. So you can see obviously the range of things I got, and everything will be linked down below, but I do have a discount code for you guys, so by all means check out their website, see what they've got, and treat yourself, because why not? But I hope you all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you did. I'll link my other channel down below as well if you'd like to check out the geology side of my life. But thank you again for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time.